Hey, this is Alan Penstermaker again with the Pro Wrestling Archives, and I'm here to talk about some interesting things that just transpired in the wrestling world as of late. One of which was main event Jey Uso coming to Monday Night Raw. Honestly, when Jey Uso said that he quit Smackdown a few weeks ago, one thing that came to mind was I didn't know what to think. I highly doubted that he would quit WWE like that. And I knew that something was going to happen or transpire, that there was a whole bigger picture like there always is in wrestling. And that's one thing I always liked about it. It's like so unpredictable. And I didn't know what was going to happen. I wasn't sure if he was going to take a vacation and then come back at WrestleMania. But then now that he's on Raw, it brings up a whole bunch of different avenues because with the whole bloodline thing, my opinion was Jey Uso was being held back by Roman Reigns and by his brother and by the rest of the bloodline. But now that Jey Uso is on a show all by himself with no bloodline, we actually get to see what this kid can actually do. We get to see Jey Uso step up to the plate in a big way, and I wouldn't be surprised if he got in line to win the world belt from Seth Rollins because I could just see him doing it because he's got the whole Samoan lineage and he's got the ability, the talent, and just watching him Payback when he super kicked that Grayson host of that show. Again, especially it's kind of cool too how Cody Rhodes, how he introduced Jey Uso as a newest member of the Raw roster, and you got to think too maybe Cody Rhodes is going to SmackDown, so like that's good because that brings a whole crossroads, pun the term, because Cody Rhodes' finishing move is the crossroads. But now that Cody's that Cody's on SmackDown, Jey Uso's on Raw, and then how like it was Cody Rhodes that introduced Jey to Raw, knowing how him and Roman Reigns had their feud leading up to WrestleMania, where Roman beat Cody, but yet Cody came very close to beating him for the belt. Well, I actually think that with this whole thing transpiring is that it was a trade for a trade. They get Jey for Cody, and Jey Uso probably like agreed to that for a reason because they had a kind of cahoots thing in there. Watch something will happen on SmackDown where Cody Rhodes will end up saying that, oh yeah, part of my agreement to come to SmackDown is I become #1 contender to face Roman Reigns. And then Paul Heyman will be saying, oh yeah, you had your shot and you blew it, and you got to start at the bottom again and work your way up. And then it'll become like a whole thing because I kind of feel like with the whole babyface is always the hunter and the heel is always a champion. And with Roman Reigns having the belt as long as he did, they're not going to have him just drop it at any show. They're going to have him drop it at a big event. But then again, too, like they could surprise the world, like kind of like with the whole Jey Uso saying he quits from SmackDown, he quits WWE, and then later appearing on Raw. They could have it as a shock factor where everybody's expecting Roman to drop the belt at WrestleMania. They could have something where Roman drops the belt to Cody at another show coming up to that too. So that should be interesting how things transpire, or even still like. I know it's Survivor Series and you did have inter-show matches and all with Raw versus SmackDown where like Cody Rhodes beats Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title, and then leading up to a match where the SmackDown champion, which is Roman Reigns, the Universal World Heavyweight champion versus the World Heavyweight champion. It could be kind of cool either way because Roman and Seth had a history together. And then Jey Uso and Roman obviously had a connection together and a history together, so they could set up for that at a champion versus champion thing, like if they do that Survivor Series again. But I could honestly see Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns or Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso in the future. But obviously, like WWE's got a plan to see what this kid could do by himself without having anybody in his corner exactly, or that, or see if he could form another alliance or anything, or and then maybe reintroducing it later and to just keep the story going and keep things fresh. And then like I could see like within the next couple months even Cody Rhodes winning the belt or like getting in the title picture against Roman Reigns or having to like them carry that out like up until WrestleMania. But yeah, anyways, that's what my thoughts are. And then also another thing I want to add too is with CM Punk, with him getting fired from AEW. Well, that's another hot topic in there. And like honestly, like I know how AEW and WWE, they're like Cody Rhodes was in AEW, then went to WWE after being in WWE before, and then you had other WWE stars get fucking leave WWE to go to AEW. So what's that to say? I know CM Punk was in WWE before, but that would be something if CM Punk ended up like going to WWE. Like that would be because the only one to really have a long title reign in WWE besides Roman Reigns is CM Punk in the current era, or like in the because CM Punk had a record title reign too, and then how cool would that be? Like to have Roman Reigns have a celebration that he had the title for so long, and then all of a sudden CM Punk's music hits, and then CM Punk comes down to the ring and challenges Roman Reigns, and then from there that leads to a feud with Cody Rhodes, and then the possibilities are endless of what could happen. And anyways, just like to see what you guys think, and just comment below with your thoughts. Talk to you later. Bye.